Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. It's January declutter time, so let's get into it. So I wanted to do some decluttering for January. I actually want to do a lot more, but these were just some random items I grabbed from my collection and figured that I need to declutter. So some of these may have been familiar to you through my favorites and fails, but some of them have just been in my collection too long, or I just need to declutter them because I have too much stuff. Some of the items have been sent to me, but that has no bearing in my opinion. As always, I'm honest, and I will tell you why I'm decluttering each one of them. So let's take a look. The first item I have here is from Essence, and this is their Hugs and Teddy's Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade 01 Kissed by Teddy. Now the color is fine, I have no qualms about that. However, I don't like the formula. It is this minty formula that doesn't feel comfortable on my lips. And here's the shade, which is this beautiful kind of nude brown shade. And I just don't see myself using this because of that minty tingle that it has. I just don't like plumping glosses that have either a painful formula or minty formula, and this one is the minty kind, so I'm gonna let go of it. So the next item is here that I found in my collection. This is really old, so I'm just gonna let go of it. This is from Milani, and this is their Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer. I'm not 100% sure if they even make this anymore. I have it in the shade a Nude Glow, and when I tried pumping it out earlier, it looked really clumpy. Here is what it looks like. I think it's gone bad and I haven't used a whole lot of it. This is why I need to declutter more, because things go bad in my collection. But I think this might be a really good option for those of us who like glowy primers. I think this is one of those, or it could be like a liquid highlighter type, a subtle one, but still that you could use. However, it's gone bad, so I have to let go of it. The next item I'm a little bit disappointed with, and that's why I'm decluttering it. This is from Tarte, and this is their Big Ego mascara. I love the packaging. It's this pink one, and I don't have any problems with the applicator. It's rather big, so if you have very small eyes, this might be a problem. I think it adds a nice amount of volume. I do like the formula in that sense, but the reason why I'm decluttering it is because it flakes everywhere, and not even a little bit. I found a ton of little flakes underneath my eyes throughout the day. That's not a flattering look. I'm just going to have to let go of this. If you have used the Big Ego mascara, have you had similar issues? Because sometimes it's just, you know, the one I have. I want to make sure that if you had a different opinion, please let us know in the comment section. But for me, this was disappointing and I'm decluttering it. Here's another product that I actually did like in the beginning. This is from SkinCeuticals, and this is their Sheer Physical UV Defense Sunscreen SPF 50. I think I used this first during the winter months, and I didn't realize that it leaves quite the noticeable white cast on my skin, and also it looked chalky on my skin, and I have pretty fair skin, and it wasn't for me. It's very liquidy, it's very lightweight. I think if you have really oily skin, this might be for you, but for those of us with dry skin, I would steer clear. Here's a product that I already showed in my favorites and fails, so I'm just going to briefly mention it. It is from Herborian. It is their CC Water, a gel type of foundation. It's supposed to adapt to your skin tone. It doesn't adapt to mine. It does darken after a while. First of all, it looks like watery gel when I put it on my skin. Then it darkens and it's a patchy mess. It does not look flattering on my skin, so I'm gonna let go of it. Here's another product that I mentioned in my fails. It's the Kaja Wink Stamp. I just can't get this to work, and it is a user error. The first stamp that I do on my other eye looks just fine. I have no problems. I just can't get them ever to match, so I'm gonna let go of it. But I don't think it's a bad product. This is more of a user error. I just can't make this work. I have another mascara here that I believe I've also mentioned. This is from MAC Cosmetics, and this is their Magic Extension Mascara. I don't think it does anything magical on my lashes. I can't get anything out of it except color, and that's just not enough because I have non-existent lashes. However, I don't notice any flakiness, I don't notice any smudging, so if you have really good lashes and just need a color, this might be for you. It's not for me with non-existent lashes. Next up I have from Dragon Beauty, and this is their Dragon Wing Liquid Eyeliner. And this actually does go on really well on my eyes. However, the pigment isn't there. I can't get it to show up the way I need it to. If you like this kind of light pigment, not black by any means, the color here is called Blackout. It's not black, it's kind of grayish, and it just doesn't look good on me. It looks like I have days old eyeliner on me, which is not a good look for me, but it could work for you if you don't mind the kind of lack of pigment. I think the applicator felt tip is very precise. I have no qualms about it. It's just a color. I think since this is supposed to be the darkest Blackout color, I'm not going to try a different one either. I also think I spoke about this Lottie London quad. This is a sample I got in Ipsy called the Rusts. Now this is a problem for me because the formula is not the same than in the full-size ones. I didn't like this. It looked kind of patchy. The one shade doesn't really showed up on me. I think this might just be a dud because otherwise I've really liked Lottie London formula, but I'm gonna let go of it. I'm not gonna use it because the formula isn't as good as Lottie London's usual formula. Then I have two last products here. The first one is from Flower Beauty, and this is their Chrome Crushed Pressed Pigments, and I have this in the shade Jade. And honestly, I already thought I decluttered this at one point, but here it was, still in my collection. Someone was speaking really highly about it, and I will say, upon first swatch, it does look really pretty. However, when I blend it on my eyes, it just disappears. I can't get it to work. It doesn't look like I have much on my eyes, just maybe like a hint of shimmer. And I have a ton of other products that do that, so I don't need to keep this for that. I will say I really like the way it looks in the little pot, but for me, the formula isn't enough. It is not pigmented enough, and it doesn't give me enough to justify keeping it. However, if you like a barely there shimmer, it is creamy, you might like this. It's just not for me. And the last thing I have is super old. This is from BH Cosmetics. Who remembers them? I have a ton of palettes from them still because they had a really good eyeshadow formula. This is their Floral Duo Cheek color in the shade Bahama Bronze. This has to be years and years old. I never really liked this because it was very powdery and the shade is off for me. It's more of a bronzer, but it's too glittery to be a bronzer, so I never used it, and now I found it in my collection and I'm ready to let go of it. I was contemplating on putting it in my memory box, but really I like the eyeshadows from BH Cosmetics more. I'm not the biggest fan of this blush formula, so I'm not going to keep it as a memory when it wasn't my favorite. So these are the items leaving my collection this time. Are any of these products your favorite? Are any of them something you would have kept? I obviously would have maybe kept the Soft Focus Glow if it hadn't gone bad, but the rest of them really are not for me for one reason or another. If you have been able to make the rest of these work, let us know in the comment section how and why you like them, because I think it's really good to have these other opinions, people that feel differently, because makeup in general is so personal. Something that works for someone doesn't work necessarily for someone else, so let me know your thoughts in the comments section. But these were the items that are leaving my makeup collection for the month of January. I'm hopefully doing a foundation declutter soon, so stay tuned for that. But this was all I'm going to declutter today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you subscribe. And if you like these kind of videos and want to see more of my declutters, please give this video a thumbs up. That would really help me out. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.